Welcome to the UWC News. We have prepared a special broadcast for you. Do you remember this?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
It was the start of a cycle tour all the way to Wales. That Friday morning before the autumn break, we waited at 12 cyclists. Police escorted them to the Belgian border. Among the cyclists, our head teacher, a parent, and a former UWC student. They joined the group until the first stop in Brussels. 6 students and 3 teachers continued their journey along Ypres, Folkestone, Brighton, Southampton, and Bristol to UWC Atlantic College in Wales. Rafi, Christ, David, Romario, Theo, Yannicka, Mr. Potts, who teaches biology, Miss Florence, who teaches French, Mr. Hart, who teaches art and design, cycled for 7 days through Belgium, France, and England, and finally on the 7th day they reached Wales. It all started in the atrium of our school because it was raining. All students were there to wish the cyclists good luck on their long trip to Wales. On the Friday when they headed for Brussels and on the Saturday when they headed for Ypres, the weather was really bad. There was a lot of rain and strong wind. The weather was a lot better on the 3rd day.
Best day so far, 2nd day. Yesterday was living hell, you know. I mean, it could not get any worse.
It was so hot that we were sweating.
No, it was not hot. It was raining.
Oh
yeah. One for me, please.
On the following days, they had to cycle against a lot of headwind. Had some more rain. But also a lot of sunshine. He went up a lot of hills, a little bit slower. Down much faster.
Day 6.
They rode along the seaside. And through beautiful countrysides in France, England, and Wales. Now and again they had to stop and check their map to see if they were still on the right track.
D3B, direction Olu Remmingham.
Yay.
Look out for a left.
Left D3B.
That's D3B.
Lunch.
Every afternoon they had the same kind of lunch out of the van: rice pudding, bananas, and energy bars. When it was raining, they had their lunch in the van or in the trailer. Now and again there were flat tires that had to be replaced. David was very good at this. Every evening they had to clean their bikes and clothes.
Happy birthday to you.
There also was a birthday to be celebrated, Mr. Potts' birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
And finally, on day 7, they arrived in Wales. Just a few more miles before they would reach Atlantic College. They went faster and faster.
"5 minutes and you're there." Hey. 5 minutes.
And yes, it was only 5 more minutes to St. Donat's, the place where the first UWC started 50 years ago. It's good to see that they made it.
Hey, super.
Well done, guys. They got a very hearty welcome from the students and the head of college. And did you know that Atlantic College is in a castle? The head of college came to shake everyone's hand. David's relatives were even there to welcome him. We want to congratulate this whole group for this great achievement.
Hello!
We made it at AC Atlantic College. We're finally here. We're exhausted. We just took a shower.
Super that you finished this whole trip. I think you've done a very great job. Can I ask you, are you very tired at this moment?
Well, yeah, we're quite knackered, I should say. Because the trip we did approximately around 110 kilometers a day. And it was nice, you know.
What was the weather like?
The weather, yeah, it changed as we traveled to the different countries. Because in Belgium, in the beginning, it was really rainy, and it was the most difficult day for most of us because we were not used to the rain.
Yeah, day 2.
That was day 2, yeah. But then we got into England, and the weather was quite good actually. Maybe the thing that kept us was was the wind. You know, the wind blows in your face, and you're trying to bike as fast as you can. But just the wind is a big factor in how fast you go.
True.
Was there a lot of traffic?
Well, the traffic is very different compared to the UK. We didn't have much problems in Brussels, and when we got to France, there was still some cycling paths, and we managed to travel around without getting into or causing any minor accidents. The traffic really became hectic over at was it at Brighton?
Or Brighton, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. There were a lot of cars. One thing that we picked up is to be really cautious on the road.
David, your mom's family is from Wales. What was it like to be back? And you met some of your relatives, didn't you?
Yeah, my relatives came here to welcome me, which was really nice. And it's always nice to go back to Wales. But this time, coming with a bicycle, it was very different.
It was even nicer.
It was even nicer.
Yes.
It was, it was all worth the 6 days of pain.
There were 7
on the saddle.
Janke, you were the only girl. How did it feel?
Yeah, it feels special. Well, it's good to have arrived in Atlantic and to know that you've made it. Like, even though sometimes you're seen as like the weaker gender kind of a thing, but I wouldn't call it like that. I mean, I made it as well as all the other guys did, so I feel really good about having done this, and it's really something to have achieved and like a milestone to keep in mind. Yeah.
And what do you want to say to other girls?
I would say girls, if you ever get the chance to do something like that, just do it and just go for it and show the guys what we can do.
Theo, you joined this group as a guest. You visited the school the past 2 years. What was it like coming back to your old school?
Actually, it's really nice to come back. I've missed it quite a bit. Being at the school, like showering with 10 other people in the morning. It's nice to see the people that I used to know, but yeah, a bit weird.
UWC Mastery, we say goodbye.
Say goodbye.
This is the end of this extra news bulletin. We hope you enjoyed it.